Salibonani linjani hayi siyaphila thina makadi zwenyu ayiwa tinofara zvedu isu
Mambo imechemka. $3. This one alone here is giving us like 10,000 Kenyan shillings. Really? And I'm giving it the lowest price in Kenya. $3. In the UK, 3.5 pounds. Hi, how are you? This is AIM Agriculture again. We've taken quite some time before we brought you something good. And here we are. We're here and we are in a dragon fruit farm. Today we are here. The last time we brought you a dragon fruit farm story, there were so many stories, heated debate, and people are like, the dragon fruit is going to go the quail business way. And I'm here to answer the questions by bringing to you a new, experienced, young, youth dragon fruit entrepreneur. We have a vast experience and we have got a vast story. We also have guests from the UK and Zimbabwe who are here to tell us the real current prices of dragon fruit in the UK and other parts of the world. And there you are, you're telling us that dragon fruit farming, which is regarded as climate smart farming, a farming enterprise to make your body healthy and your pocket more healthy, then you call it a scam? Think twice, Bana. Think twice. And if you're new to our YouTube channel, just hit the subscribe button, like, and share.
Our farm is Wonderful Heaven Fruit Orchard. The farm is based along Nyeri Nyahururu Road at a very dry area. This is among the semi-arid areas in Kenya. In Laikipia County, we are the Wambugu family, but now to differentiate our farms, mine is Wonderful Heaven Fruit Orchard. It's the only heaven on earth. Remember, this is your African fruit farming queen. And to talk of Africa, today I have visitors from outside our Kenya. Welcome, my good people.
Thank you. Thank you.
Karibuni Kenya.
Karibu sana.
Hakuna matata. Poa poa.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for welcoming us.
Yes.
We really appreciate it.
Welcome.
The first thing before we go far, I want to greet my people there. Salibonani linjani hayi siyaphila thina makadi zwenyu ayiwa tinofara zvedu isu. I am Mike Chuma, Mpumelelo Chuma. I live in the UK. I'm from Zimbabwe. I live in the UK. One reason we have come here is to make sure we learn farming system that we can afford to set up.
Yes.
Now we have seen some of your field looking very beautiful, ready fruits, and I can't wait to taste some of them. But for me, wanting to start this nice, beautiful field, what does it take? How much do I have to have? A lot of capital, the trees, the systems that you have here. Is it affordable? I've looked around. Is it something? Where do I start?
Okay, there are so many myths and misconceptions about the dragon fruit, and one of them that is very, very common in our country is that this is going to be a quail business, of which I'm here to say no. Because this fruit, it will make you healthy, both pocket-wise and even in your own health. So a dragon fruit, it was at $10 US. Right now it's about $3 US per piece. Let's say a single post, it can give you even up to 10 kilos. And 10 kilos, if now a single fruit is $3 US, and then you multiply with the post can give you about 30 fruits. That means if you are doing 30 fruits times 3, that is about $90 US from a single pole. And then someone is saying there is a quail. How much was the quail by then? You know, you will answer that if you are a quail farmer or aspiring quail farmer by then. So I will say this is a very good fruit that it has a future. Leave alone being doing good as a fruit, it's also doing good in value addition. So it has a very big future in terms of dragon fruit powder. I'm sure I'll be among the first people doing the powder in Africa, not only in Kenya, but in Africa. It has very good juice, and the powder has very many uses. One of them being you can use it like a food color. You can also use it like a supplement. If you want to lose weight, it's a very good way of taking the powder. So I will say that the dragon fruit is a very good investment. Someone can go for. I'm expanding. We will go and see my tiny piece of land that I'm right now setting up. My fence, it's also a windbreaker. I use it to feed my goats, so it has multiple uses. Yeah.
So you say there are 2-3 years. What challenges have you faced?
My main challenge.
Planted them up to now.
My main challenge is birds. You can hear them laughing at us. That is the major challenge here. Birds. And also another challenge, but that one I'm able to manage by heaping, is a challenge of excess water, especially when we have floods. But for that one, if you have heaped your soil mixed with manure well, you are able to fight that. Another challenge facing dragon fruit farmers is managing the excess branches. If you don't prune well, you will find that you are not having good production as compared to when you prune them on time. Pruning is reducing the excess branches in your dragon fruit so that it might start producing, and also reducing the weight. You can see the plant can be really heavy, and you prune where the sub branch is joining the main branch. That is where you prune. Yeah, you can prune at this stage when they are this small, the better, or even at when they are still big. Recently, we had this challenge of floods in our country. And if you can remember very well, like 2 years ago, we had a problem of cattle dying out of drought in Turkana and even some here in Laikipia. So, if you're going for a crop that requires more water, like the cabbage I'm talking about, and here is the dragon fruit that doesn't require the much water, putting in mind that the climatic change nowadays is unpredictable. The rains, even in the highlands of our own country, they are unpredictable. So that's why we are going in a crop that is less stressful, and also it's not like demanding so much attention. This is a farm that you can farm well. You are far away, and you are still managing the fruits because it is not labor intensive, doesn't require that much water. It is able to adapt well to the climatic change. Now, when the rains were too much, my dragon fruit were flowering because once the water drop hits these stones, it tends to produce the flowers. Now that the rains are normal, it's time they are ripening. So it's like my dragon fruit is going with the season. And that time when they are ripening, we need the sun more than the rainfall. So I would say it's a crop that is even adapting well to the climatic change.
So does it mean that if it's hot like this and then I come with a cup of water and pour water on those stones, will I receive more fruits?
If you want to do overhead irrigation, that will work very well to your dragon fruit farm because you will be having fruit throughout the year.
Okay.
Yeah, because the water drop will induce flowering. That's where you are finding that most of those developed countries in China and even in Vietnam, they use overhead irrigation to do dragon fruit farming.
Okay.
Yeah, compared to drip irrigation that I'm using right now. I was just doing it for fun.
Okay.
And then after selling my first fruits, I saw that it can make good money. And that is how I was able to expand to this side from the other part there.
But at your age, Priscilla, you look like a young lady woman. I'm sure you've got family.
Yes.
Me, I always think maybe, farming is for men. Because we ladies, we've got so many things to do. How do you manage?
Yeah, it's not something hard, and again, it's not easy. I can say it's something that I'm learning, something that I'm loving. Right now, you cannot separate me from fruit farming. Yeah, I love farming. I'm trying to balance between farming, which is now my business. I'm also a family woman. That is now my husband and my children. So it's something that I should balance all those things.
Okay.
But farming is not only for men or old aged. It's also a way to show the world that even young people, we can do it as early as now. This is one way of harvesting it, but you twist it when you want to eat it there. Because you see what I've done, I've injured that fruit.
Yeah.
If you take it to the market, it will go bad fast.
Okay.
That's why we harvest using
Yeah.
this. We cut it, you can peel
Okay.
as you continue, and I will show you the other way of harvesting is cutting with this. You cut
Yeah.
with this one. Now the health benefits,
Yeah.
one of them is that dragon fruit is anti-aging.
Yeah.
I will remain under 16 even after 20 years. Yeah, because it takes care of your skin.
Okay.
It is rich in vitamin C. It is rich in omega-3 and omega-9. The black seeds contains omega-3 and omega-9. It is rich in calcium. If you're fighting anemia, it will add more blood to you. It regulates your blood sugar.
That's good.
When it comes to cancer patient, especially the colon cancer patient, it will help you fight that danger or the cancer in your colon.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to know the spacing in between the rows. How do we space them?
Okay, you space your poles from one pole to the other 2 meters,
Right.
and between the rows 3 meters.
Between the rows, 3 meters.
Yes,
Between the poles is 2.
yes.
And how high must the poles be?
They are 8 feet. Before 8 feet, that is about 2.5 meters before you install. After installing, you will install half a meter down the ground,
Right.
and then the other 1.5 meters is left to be at the from the ground now.
Okay.
You are burying half a meter,
So the poles must be
2.5 meters.
2.5 meters.
Yes.
You bury the half.
Yes,
You remain with 2 meters.
Yes.
So there must be 2 meters from the ground.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I heard you saying these can be planted by seeds or by grafting. How do you, what is it that you use if you want to?
Now the dragon fruit, you can have the ones from the seeds, but those ones from the seeds takes longer.
Yeah.
But personally, I take the ones from a mature plant.
Yeah.
And if the plant is not mature enough or the seedling is not mature enough, you can graft using a different variety for it to fruit faster and also to have a quality fruit.
Okay.
Yes. I have this fear of the product that I have will not sustain the export market.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
The biggest fear right now and challenge is the product. That's why I always work day in, day out to expand my farms.
Do it differently. Try new things and get different results